Hello and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to a very fun and special collaboration again today. We are on to round 6 of the Secret Not Secret Kit Club telephone game hop. And it is just so much fun. Every single edition that we do, I love and I enjoy. And I can't wait to see what comes next. Now, I am pre-recording this, and I am number 4 in round 6. So this time, I'm sort of right in the middle of the inspiring influencers. And our lead this time was the lovely Jessica from Scrappy Sisters. So she was on day 1. I received this gorgeous, fun layout from Lynn, and I'm not sure if I'm going to say this right, so maybe I shouldn't, but Schnabel Bludget, and I'm so sorry if I butchered that, but from the lovely Lynn. This is the layout that I received, and I am passing my layout on to Jessica. So make sure you pop on down below, because I will already have today the links to the first 3 layouts, days 1, 2, and 3, posted down below, and I will be coming back every day and adding as we go through, because you know the telephone hop game, if for some reason you're unfamiliar with it, or I think in Australia they call it the Chinese whisper game, is that game we used to play as children where one person tells a story to the next person who repeats it to a third person, and so on. And then it is always fun to see at the end what was retained from the original, what is different, or whether the story changed completely. And we've had the gamut in the first 5 rounds where the layouts have sort of progressed and been a little bit similar all the way through. We've also had the cases where right off the bat from the second layout, it's totally different, and you could not tell at all. You could find no similarities. So it's so much fun. So here, as I said, is the fun layout that I received from Lynn. And here is where I went with it. So I would say I didn't veer off course too much. The basic central design I have kept to. I also have 2 photos, although my photos are maybe a little bit bigger. My clusters are a little bit different as well. And but my title is at the same place. So I think you can see that I have adapted it a little bit to my own style, but I have retained quite a bit from Lynn's gorgeous original. So I was working at this point, I did this layout, oh golly, a month or even more than a month ago. And I was working at that point with my Secret Not Secret Kit Club kit, the kit based on the HEIDI SWAPP storyline chapters, which is the paper that you are seeing here. Got some white cardstock, and on this one I left a little bit of a larger frame. Normally I take 1/2 inch off 2 sides, and this time I took close to 3/4 of an inch off 2 sides. Lynn had some splatters. I went and did some stenciling with the gorgeous golden glacier paste that was in my kit. I love my stenciling, so I did some stenciling instead. So my mixed media covers maybe a little bit more of the background paper. These 2 strips are wider than in the original layout as well, and I love that. I then matted this little piece of paper here on some cardstock, because I found otherwise it sort of there wasn't enough of a complement, or enough of a contrast, I should say, between the watercolor strip paper and this lovely sunshiny golden yellow paper. So I just added some very thin strips of a sort of, it's a cinnamon. I think the name of the cardstock actually has cinnamon in its name. So I got that down and got my central area. My 2 photos here that I just matted on some cardstock to bring out a little bit of the green that is in this paper here. This is going into Baby Diego's album. It's one of their summer vacation or summer holiday outings to one of the parks, and this is just so cute because he's sitting there eating, I think it's an apricot, having this gorgeous, this fun little apricot, and then all of a sudden handing it over to Papa. So I'll share, Papa, is my title. I kept the doily, but I made it smaller and just popped half a piece of a doily up here, made a little bit more of a cluster, which with a frame, a heart, and a couple of enamel dots. So I thought that was a little bit of fun there. Another little cluster that I put over here. So my cluster is maybe a little bit higher, beautiful moment. And then I punched some circles out, and I really wanted to fill up these white areas a little bit more. So I added some little side clusters that are maybe not here in the original layout, with just some punched out shapes that I inked, punched out circles basically that I inked. I've got some 1.5, some 1 inch, some 3/4 inch, and I just arranged them in a pleasing manner to myself in sort of like that triangle, so that I would have a little bit of a triangle. Used some gorgeous Secret Not Secret Kit Club exclusive acrylics. These are gold mirrored hearts, 1 in each of those clusters to finish it off. Added 2 little circles here with an enamel dot. And then down here I did just the teensiest bit of an extra little cluster here, a leaf, the other part of the frame from the top. I came to put it down here, a little arrow, a puffy heart, and a few little enamel dots. And of course you'll notice here that I just put some journaling journaling lines, because of course this is going into Baby Diego's album, so Gwen can write her own story, because these are their story. So there you go. This is my contribution to the Secret Not Secret Kit Club telephone game Hop Round 6. Make sure if you're joining me here today and you haven't seen it from the beginning, go back to the beginning so that you can see where Jessica started us off and where we get to, and then make sure you follow along. And tomorrow will be Jessica, and there will be 9 days in total and 9 awesome videos. Talk to you again soon. Bye.